everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119, also harbauchelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we have an Ameritron Al811. Customer says it has low output on 160. So I'm going to figure out what's going on there. Going to move the bias mod wire. Didn't run it properly. None of the wires down there are zip tied. It has the resistor in there. Unfortunately, I can't take that out because it has different mica cap values and it'll mess up the input circuit tuning. So, looks like someone added a piece of heat shrink, unless it's just folded over. Might just be, it's hard to tell. Shaft's rubbing right up against the metal, so I'm going to slot this a bit so it doesn't put stress on the input rotary switch, also the band switch because it's pushing down on it. I'm going to remove the gas discharge tube off the rear board, do the 10 meter mod. Also remove the metal oxide varistor. I'm going to change the SO239s, they're stock ones. They have good grip, but they always eventually fail. When you plug them in, you know, they just don't. When you go to plug a PL259 in, depending on how many times you do it, they just end up wearing out real fast. So we'll get new ones from MaxGain Systems. I'm going to replace the straps, rigid where they connect to the board, fray it a little bit. Clean both rotary switches with deoxy gold, and I'm going to check everything else over. Okay, so I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al811. Customer wants to see it working on 160. 160, there are the settings. I did check the capacitor alignment, so it is where it should be, or roughly where it should be. Pretty close. 1.8. I'm sorry, 1.85. 1 kW slug. Bird 43 with a Bird PEP kit installed, going into a Bird attenuator load. So this has the resistor, remember, so it requires more drive than one without it. So it's roughly 100 watts input. Audio hello, 600, 600, 600, 600, audio tit 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 tit, audio hello, 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 hello. Audio hello, 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 hello. Audio hello, 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 tit 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 tit, hello, hello, hello. Audio hello, 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 tit 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 tit. Just show the radio. Audio hello, hello, hello. Right on the button. 100, audio tit 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 tit. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to continue testing the other bands, and I'll be back with what I did. See you soon. Back with the completed Ameritron Al811. So got a brand new set of Penta Lab tubes. Awesome company. Replaced the straps. Put a longer screw in the top of the parasitic board and one in the bottom. I moved the position of the bias mod wire and I zip tied all the wires down there. Removed the 10 meter wire completely. Brand new SO239s from MaxGain Systems. Great people over there. Removed the gas discharge tube off the board and the metal oxide varistor off the board. The gas discharge tube's at the base of the socket. So I'll say it again. The reason why I do that is if it's unlikely it's going to happen with a 572, but if someone had an idea of putting 811s in here for whatever reason and flashed, it'll stop the B positive. You know, a lot of times they flash from anode to cathode. It'll stop the B positive from working its way all the way through the board and damaging the board before it gets to the gas discharge tube, if it's even present on the board. So it's cheap insurance. Before they had that, people were popping the receivers in their radios. So it's still good to have, you know, just in case it did happen with 572. So I tightened hardware, fixed solder joints, I tightened the nut in the back of the air variable capacitor, tightened the screws that hold the capacitor down, you know, the kep nuts on the other side. Change the meter protection diode. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxy gold, output rotary switch with deoxy gold. I made that hole larger so now the shaft isn't touching. And this shaft was actually loose. The set screw was loose, so the shaft was skipping a little bit. And I think that's about it. And two of these straps were too long, so I shortened them up a bit. You know, I always copy the length, and then I trim them if need be once the tubes are in here. So you don't ever want that strap to touch the shaft, or that one touch that shaft, or each other. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will be back soon with another amp. I have two more amps here, but I'm waiting on parts. An Al811B and a Al811H, and more on the way. Keep them coming. Hope everyone has a great day. 73. AmpRepairGuy.com and also HarbachElectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. 203-892-4119.